Stuart Bingham 1.
Well, I don't believe in the crucible.
Snooker, that is often regarded as one of the most serious and composed games, does come with moments where one can't keep it inside. From unexpected gaffes to funny mishaps, these moments bring a sense of humor to the game. On number 14, Jimmy White's trick shot was another hilarious moment that was seen in a serious game like snooker. During the World Masters, Jimmy White attempted a trick shot that failed miserably. Instead of potting the anticipated red, White completely missed it, eliciting amusement from both the audience and his opponent, Steve Davis. Number 13 is one of the most hilarious yet shocking moments that occurred in the history of snooker when Norway's Kurt Maflin showed his middle finger to the white ball. Shocked enough? But it actually happened. The qualifier was on course for a 147 in the 16th frame, but a wild shot destroyed his opportunity at history, and he made the nasty gesture in fury on day 3 of the Betfred World Snooker Championship.
Oh, that's a shame for Kurt. He may as well have a go at the maximum, try and pop this black off a couple of cushions somehow.
However, later on, the Norwegian star was forced to apologize for turning the bird to the cue ball after missing out on 147 attempts at the crucible. Of course, this was something that had never been seen before in the game, so it was considered insanely ridiculous. And on number 12, who can forget about Shaun Murphy's double kiss mishap that occurred back in 2013. In a match against Ronnie O'Sullivan, Shaun Murphy tried a delicate shot, only to have the cue ball double kiss another ball and fall into the pocket. Murphy's astonished reaction, along with O'Sullivan's infectious laughing, created an unforgettable moment, which was definitely something that should be talked about here.
But it didn't go in, and he's left it.
On number 11, let's not forget about the fart-fetched game that took place in 2020. In 2020, a mystery raspberry blower interrupted the Masters final at Alexandra Palace today. Ali Carter and Stuart Bingham faced up for one of the sport's most coveted titles and a £250,000 prize in North London. However, midway through the 5th frame, play was interrupted by noises that many assumed were coming from a whoopee cushion.
Same thing as the other day.
Carter was the first to be disturbed sitting at the table, and when Bingham approached to take his next shot, the unidentified assailant struck again. When the audience began to chuckle, the players and referee Brendan Moore became concerned, and security was dispatched to investigate the source of the noises. However, upon further inspection, a small joke device was discovered under a seat, which is thought to have been placed there by a fan sitting elsewhere in the sold-out venue. This indicated that the device was being operated remotely, with the offender still at large following its detection. The laughter had started in ripples, but before long, the entire arena was in stitches. Another ridiculously hilarious moment on number 10 occurred when Mark Williams had a naked press conference. That's right. After winning his 3rd World Snooker Championship title, Mark Williams fulfilled a promise he made earlier in the tournament by attending the post-match press conference completely naked, with only a towel covering his modesty. His unconventional celebration left reporters and fellow players in stitches. And what about Steve Davis' invisible cue routine on number 9? This was another funny moment that occurred in snooker history. During a charity event, Steve Davis played a hilarious prank by pretending that his cue had turned invisible, much to the confusion of his opponent and the amusement of the audience. Davis's deadpan delivery added to the comedic effect of the stunt. Dennis Taylor's spectacles foul comes at number 8 on our list. Dennis Taylor leaned across the table to take a shot, not realizing he was still wearing his spectacles. The frames clashed with the cue ball, causing a foul and an amusing conversation between Taylor and the referee. And on number 7, we have Joe Johnson's long rest blunder. During a match, Joe Johnson attempted to play a shot with the long rest, but unintentionally struck the cue ball with the wrong end of the rest, causing it to careen off the table. His bashful grin and the audience's laughing lifted the tone of the game. On number 6, another funny thing happened during this time when O'Sullivan's game was interrupted by a middle-aged woman. O'Sullivan typically does not allow many people to use his equipment, but that changed at the 2017 English Open in Barnsley. In the last moments of a match-winning century against Zhang Yang, O'Sullivan was poised to hit the pink and then black. However, his flow was disrupted by the presence of an enthusiastic but apparently insane middle-aged woman who had avoided security and the match referee before sprinting around the table.
Stay there.
No, we've got someone running into the arena.
Do I get ready to get in? Okay.
This couldn't happen to anyone else, could it?
Now at number 5, there are some moments like this in the game which appear to be hilarious, yet quite shocking at the same time, and they definitely make it to our list. It was freezing in Sheffield in the spring, but that didn't deter serial streaker Mark Roberts of Liverpool from going all out. In 2004, he stripped during the Super Bowl in Houston, a Barcelona versus Real Madrid event, and Royal Ascot. And he even got to show off his own balls before the final session of the 2004 Embassy Global Final. Wearing only a set of joking teeth, the nude Scouser danced around the Crucible Theatre in front of millions of viewers before being led away by security. Now, believe it or not, but Ronnie O'Sullivan's is definitely one of those stars in snooker who never goes without being talked about. And that's what comes at number 4 here. And something similar happened in this case as well. In a display of sheer audacity and skill, Ronnie O'Sullivan cleared the table using only one hand, effortlessly potting balls with precision and finesse. His unconventional approach to the game left commentators and spectators alike in awe and disbelief. On number 3, we have Alex Higgins' famous chalk kiss. And yes, it happened. In a display of his trademark flamboyance, Alex Higgins approached the table with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. As he prepared to chalk his cue, he leaned in dramatically, puckered his lips, and planted a theatrical kiss on the chalk before applying it to his Q-tip. The unexpected gesture drew chuckles from his opponent and delighted applause from the audience, who appreciated Higgins' flair for showmanship. But what about John Higgins losing his temper in the game at number 2? Well, that was something quite funny to watch. It was clear just by looking at him that he was feeling the pressure. However, he didn't spare the moment when he bashed at the table, and it was nothing but hilarious.
Higgins 33 next month. Appears to have overrun.
However, it's a pigeon that has made it to the top of our list today. Back in 2022, during the World Snooker Championship, the game had to be paused for a pigeon. Yes, you heard that right. Not content with his position in the rafters, the winged spectator opted to have a closer look at Mark Selby and Yan Bingtao's second-round match. The latter was taken aback by the pigeon's unexpected presence before giggling with the other observers.
Well, I don't believe in the crucible. What do you do here? Oh, please.
So what are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.